Hello, guys. My name is Emmanuel, and I will be taking you on a little journey. I'm not trying to sound spiritual, but it's a little journey. So you decided to become a web or mobile developer. That's very nice. I applaud you, but there are some things that you need to know before you actually get started. There are some reality checks that you have to do, answer some questions and be truthful to yourself because the journey ahead is not very easy, but it can be fun. It can be fun. Now, I will be introducing you to the Android technology, and then somewhere in between we will be doing a couple of web as well. And these are going to help you get started in your journey as you become a developer. But I will also like to review some things. I know you already done some homework on your own, but there are some, four basic things you really need to know. So just let's just dive into it. All right. The first thing that you will need to know is that number one, nobody can or will teach you everything because ironically, nobody knows everything. So becoming a web developer or becoming an Android developer or mobile developer is not something you can learn in the classroom. Even if you have boot camps teaching you and telling you that you can learn this thing in 2 months or in a classroom, they're probably right. They'll cover all the basics, but nobody can or will teach you everything. That's a bummer, right? But it's not entirely a bummer. There's a silver lining in there because the good news is every developer out there started out just like you. So no biggie. Every one of them had absolutely no idea about what the power of development is. So if they can do it, you too can do it. And then number two is that you're about to enter into an amazing world, you know, of what normal people will call gibberish. You know what gibberish is, right? Gibberish is when people just take a look at something and then they just cannot understand it. They just cannot fathom it. I like to think of developers as people who have the power of creation right at their fingertips. I mean, you can take an abstract idea, just an idea, and then take it to the planning board, and then yourself and your team, or maybe if you're working solo, you can just build on that idea and then get your computer and develop and then bring that idea to life. You give it life. So yes, becoming a developer is very, very amazing. It is the most powerful feeling in the world, but you, you will have to take baby steps, I'm afraid. You will be writing amazing codes that will do amazing things. I mean, look around you, all the technologies that we have today, they started from just a single line of code, from an abstract idea, polished a little bit on the planning board, and then translated into an actual product that the world is enjoying today. And then number three is more like a question per se. You will need to actually ask yourself, what kind of developer do you want to be? Do you want to be a developer because you hear that there are websites like freelancer.com and tons of other freelancer sites out there? Do you want to be a developer for hire, like a freelancer, or you want to be a developer so you can land a good paying job, or you want to be a devpreneur? The third option is actually the one I love the most, becoming a devpreneur. But it's I just coined that from entrepreneur, devpreneur. You develop and you want to own your own company. You want to build your own product that actually solves a problem, a product that can put your name on the landmark, just like people like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Those people are a good example of what I would just like to call devpreneurs. But if you would want to be a devpreneur, then trust me, you have to keep your day job because you will be needing a lot of cash to keep yourself afloat and just take care of yourself and take care of your product as you build it and bring it along. But a lot of people have argued that you need to actually work somewhere before you can break out. That is true. If you want to gain experience first before you can break out, but you should know the reason why you're doing. You should know why you're doing what you're doing. Either ways. Now, the last thing you will need to understand is that everybody make mistakes. You will be getting a lot of mistakes, so don't think you're different. You write your first line of code that says hello world, and it runs very smoothly, and you think you're on top of the world. No, some people out there can even mess up a simple hello world program. you know Mistakes, making mistakes is a part of the job, so don't kick yourself for it. Always remember to just take a breath, take a step back, take a walk, think outside the box, and refresh your memory. If you need to take a bath, if you've been coding for hours and you know most of the times you're not even going to see the errors that is making your program work in the opposite direction. So it helps to just leave the coding environment and just maybe take a cup of coffee, take a stroll. Sometimes, if you're coding at home, you might just need to take a cold shower and then think about it. What will also help you is becoming a member of a community of developers. Personally, I'm a member of the Andela Learning community, and they've been super helpful. You can make use of developer chat rooms, and you can ask questions. There is no problem that you are going to be getting while you're coding that someone out there has not gotten before. So the problem to that, the solution to that error you're getting is somewhere out there in the internet. And if you're a member of a developers community, if you don't get the solution, someone else can help you get it. Someone can help you get it. There are great sites out there that can help, although most of them can be so confusing, but they still get the job done. And so that is that for now. If you would just subscribe to my channel, and then we can begin with Android developers. And sorry about that. I guess I'm just so excited. Okay, we can now begin with Android development for absolute beginners. I'm not calling it Android development for beginners. I'm calling it Android development for absolute beginners. I mean, I want to teach you how to write codes for Android like you've never seen a computer before. So, Android development for absolute beginners. Subscribe to my channel, and then we'll dive right in. Somewhere in there, we're going to be doing some web, projects interchangeably. So, my channel is going to be packed full. It's empty, kind of empty right now, but just subscribe and you will be getting video alerts from me. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.